All right, slight hiccup there, but now we're live officially like. Oh, and I should probably mute my Discord channels. There we go. All right. Well, we're doing some more playtesting tonight, but not with Dicey Tales. No. We are going to playtest another piece that I'm working on from Bloat Games that had a successful Kickstarter called Bloody Appalachia. It uses the "Survive This!" multiple exclamation mark in the title system. And if you're all wondering why you do not have a PDF to playtest the game on, is because I'm editing it. It's not ready for you yet. Stop asking.
How dare?
Hurry up,
Well,
Bert. Come on.
Come on.
You didn't send me the link to the PDF. Could you send that to me in Discord real quick?
No.
Oh no!
All right, we are going to introduce folks and their characters in a moment. We saved Jake, excuse me, for the live presentation on how a character is made. So we are first going to introduce Jake. Jake, say something, so they know which one is Jake.
I am Jake. I'll be playing Proctor, who is an EMT.
All right, so we are going to generate Proctor real quick. So if in Roll20 you have turned on your what is it called? It's on the hamburger menu.
The macros.
C macros, yes.
Yeah.
You will have a macro there on the bottom that says stat generation.
I do not, unfortunately.
No, go over to that hamburger menu and turn that on so you can see them.
I'm unsure of what you mean by hamburger menu.
It's the 3 bars.
Yeah, the 3 lines with the
Oh,
dots.
okay, gotcha.
It's the 3 seashells.
Like that. It's
Sure.
the 3 seashells.
Oh, well, that's It's the 21st century, and I don't know how those work. Show macro bar, and I'm not. Something happened, but I still don't see the macro bar.
You got to then check the boxes under the macros under name.
In bar, gotcha. My bad. Stat generation, bang.
Right.
You did
Oh
it.
my.
That just generated all your stats, and you can put them in what order you wish. If you look at your character sheet, so I know they've got like intellect and then int mod. Just put them in the actual stat in whatever order you like. The one stat that you may not be familiar with is survival. That is essentially your rerolls. You spend them on a 1-for-1 to get a reroll. You may only reroll a roll once, and you must take the second roll. And they come back very slowly to the tune of 1 survival point per game session.
What? 15.
Hey, Captain. Nice to see you in the comments and chats. This is going to be a nice, leisurely, laid-back play tonight, as I am getting used to the rules and trying to pick out some of the things that I wish to word differently. Yeah. Good stuff.
I think I've got everything in the right place.
Okay. Then I will stop vamping and get to the next part. So the next thing on your screen is your hit points. Go ahead and click that, add your Constitution modifier. And if you need to know what your modifiers are, if you look in the folder of handouts, there's one for all the modifiers, which I will just show to everybody on the screen. Boom.
Bam.
Bam. Attribute modifier table, bang. Ooh.
So this game tonight is going to be a modern day, although certainly in the Bloody Appalachia game itself, you can choose from several different times if you wish, but we're going to play a modern today. This is present day, all the accoutrements of present day living, including the internet and cell phones and crushing debt. Yeah, all those things.
I love crushing debt. It's my favorite monster.
All right. Have you got your hit points?
Yes.
And your attribute modifiers. The next thing on the list down there is going to be your saving throw generation. click that. Also, add your con modifier to it, and that's how many points you have to spread upon your saving throws, which are courage, critical, death, magic, mental, and poison.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you did not roll the lowest for that.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see here.
I wonder if there's anyone that could attest to how that feels, Jeff. Do you know of anyone?
What did we do?
Fortunately, my class gives me a slight boost to my saving throw, so I don't just have 1 in everything.
Oh, that's
I have
excellent.
2 in everything, so it's way better. It's just way better.
Ooh, very better.
2, 4, 6, 8. Mm-hmm.
Who do we appreciate?
And so in the bloody Appalachia game and setting, we are, by the name, yes, in the Appalachian Mountains. This is going to be in Kentucky, specifically, in a little town called Bloodworth. Bloodworth Hollow. As Jake finishes that, the introduction for this is going to be Jeff, the G-Man, and all of you are associated with each other, either... well, as in you're good friends, or tertiary, like you've met each other before. But what's bringing you together? Jeff, what is your character's name?
His name is Andy. That's just
Andy.
how it just goes by Andy. That's it. Just
Well, Andy, you work for the FBI, and a common friend to all of you, kind of the linchpin to your group that like all of you know and love very well, Amanda Stryker, recently took a teaching position in this little sleepy town called Bloodworth Hollow in Kentucky. And everyone wished her well. It's her first teaching service that she's done. She was very excited about it. It included a lot of benefits, but not a lot of pay. But she figured, hey, it's a good way to get rid of her student debt. At first, all of you received postcards now and then. And you were expecting that with the summer holidays coming on, she might make a trip back home. Well, that trip home never happened. The postcards ceased. And everyone is wondering where she's gone. So, given the new school season starting, you figured maybe she just had an interesting trip somewhere and she would get back to things and communicate with all of you. No messages, no postcards, no email even. She just seems to be wiped from the face of the earth. I'm sorry again, Jeff, what's your character's name again? Andy. So yeah. Andy, being a Fed, filed a missing persons report, but was just kind of ignored, never given a good reason why. The local police that you contacted once from Bloodworth noted this person, and then you never heard again. Calling back, your calls are never answered. Since no crime could be determined, the feds don't want to look into it. So you've got some vacation time coming up and a bunch of friends. And you decide to take a trip down to Bloodworth Hollow yourself and try and figure out what your very good friend has gone. What's happened to her? Have I vamped enough, Jake? Are you ready for the next set?
I believe I'm ready for the next set.
Okay, so we've done your saving throw generation. The next one is occupation. Click that button for us. This is not your class. This is just kind of what you've done in the past. You are a warehouse worker.
Oof.
+1 to piloting. It should be piloting general, by the way. For a skill, you can get yourself a +1 to your strength. And $200 in your pocket. And then once you've done that, look under the rules folder, look for classes, and pick up your class. You want it to be an EMT, correct?
Correct.
All right. So the EMT has a requirement of intelligence and wisdom being 12 or higher, but we're going to throw that out. We're going to say that you can be a bad EMT, sure.
Well, I'm not too bad, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. You get a +2 to both your courage and critical saves. So add the +2 to both courage and critical save. And you can pull it up yourself. I'm just reading it off for those listening to us tonight. And you get the skills, athletic, basic, some combat training, first aid at +4, knowledge, local geography, piloting basic. So that would give you 2 points in that, since you got one from a former occupation. Street smarts, and then 4 other skills you can pick from.
Where do I find these skills that I can pick from?
If you also look in the rules section, you will find a handout for the skill list. You also get a one-time bonus to your intelligence and wisdom, so those stats go up by 1 point.
Excellent.
And you got a further $1,000 of walking around money in your pocket. What we're doing with this tonight is this is just how much you guys had available to withdraw from the ATM when Andy calls you up saying, hey, we need to go find our friend. This is just what you had available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know that you still need to pick from your skills list there, Jake, but we are going to go ahead and let you do that while we switch gears here and we talk to Andy and Party. So, Jeff, introduce us to Andy. What does Andy look like and what does he do for a living?
Well, Andy is he's a former salesman. He was never particularly good at selling anything really, but he has a particular understanding of mathematics and in various other fields. He is on the surface. He is a census worker, a census agent, but that is merely a cover for more potentially nefarious deeds that the government wishes to have him complete. He is not a very tall or imposing man, maybe 5'9" or so, very stocky, but in good shape, with the exception of his hairline, which has been retreating something fierce since he hit puberty, and he has a very furry mustache over his lip that he keeps there because he thinks it makes him look distinguished.
Are we talking full Magnum PI mustache?
Not quite. Definitely in the ballpark there. It's probably a little more curly and furry than that, as opposed to being very hyper masculine. That Tom
then your stash does not get its own stat block.
No,
It would
so.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
About
fair.
how old is Andy?
Well, see, that's the thing. His birth certificate and various driver's licenses and such would put him at roughly the age of, 29, 30, something like that. But his genetics have put him at roughly the age of 50. So he looks quite old for it. Census working is very, very, very tough business, and it tends to extend the life. Shorten the life, I should say, and that is Andy.
All right. Well, Andy, seeing as you're a census worker, you would have pulled up the census stats on Bloodworth Hollow, since you want to know what you're getting into. It seems like Bloodworth Hollow has the last reported census has it as a population of about 400. That census was done 25 years ago.
Oh dear. 400
has not been updated since.
Well, now is as good a time as any to update it. It might be a particularly good cover for my arrival, maybe. I don't know.
So, who's the first person you call to go on this road trip?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember what everyone's. Let's see. John, what are you again? What's your class?
I'm a filmmaker.
Okay. Yeah. Chuck, what's yours?
I am a journalist and a folklorist.
Oh, there we go. I'll call up Gil-galad there.
All
Yeah,
right,
I see what you did.
It's short for Gilbert.
Uh-huh.
All right, Chuck, tell us all about your character.
I'm Gil. Lots of coffee. I am a journalist. I investigate things. Don't worry about that. But I'm also a folklorist. I study cryptids and mythology and things that go bump in the night, and it's purely scientific and not romantic in any way.
Is this one of those "she doth protest too much" statements?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard that phrase before in my entire life.
All right. Well, Andy tells you that, well, you've all been wondering what's happened to your friend, and Andy wants to do something about it instead of just waiting. So you're called up to go onto this road trip as well.
I'm good to go. I bet it was Mothman.
It's possible. It's possible. Who would you have called next?
We'll call Brett because as a journalist, I feel we have some parallels in his filmmaking. Yeah. Hi.
Right before you introduce yourself, being a folklorist, Gil,
Yes.
you might have also done some research on Bloodworth Hollow. And there's not a lot out there, but given where it is in the Appalachians in Kentucky, you would expect there to be far more lore about the area. About the only thing you're able to dig up on about it is there are stories of flesh-eating cannibal creatures
Chuds,
come out of
knew
those.
it. Knew it.
Yeah. That's most of the folklore that you could find, though. Not a lot, surprisingly. John, tell us about your filmmaker.
So my name is Brett Berman. You may have heard of me and my brother, Scott Berman. He tends to get all the credit. Our first film, Bikini Massacre at Hook Mountain, was a raging success right out of college. A lot of people credit him with that one, but I worked on that too. But now I need to make, really show people that I am an auteur and this is my craft. And they will learn quite a bit more about what I do and what I bring.
Okay. What kind of films do you make?
I prefer to refer to them as crypto historical documentations. I like to explore the deep folklore and bring the truth of many beleaguered people to the screen to tell their stories.
Awesome. Well, then some of the background that you would able to dig up is that you did actually a small docu-series on this back in 56. A large gas station and a hotel were built off the highway exit right before Bloodworth Hollow. And why this got your particular interest and expose that you did is that there were a lot of people that went missing from that area. Drifters, primarily, people that would stop by and stay there overnight before they were going on longer trips. It became so prevalent that decade that the area of the highway was given the name the Bloody Appalachia. And you did a little piece on this. Okay, and that was back in 56. So, calling your EMT friend next, since Jake is the last person on the list.
Yes, I'll be Proctor the EMT. I used to work as a dock worker, and that was kind of what I used in order to pay my way through medical school. I got a job as an emergency medical technician, got away from all sorts of wonky back-related problems from unloading trucks, and now I have to deal with the horrors of mundane human evil. But when it comes time to peg down populations and whatnot, I have something of a good idea of that because, people come in, they get injured, they die or they live. Yeah. So medical records, I've got access to them. Handy.
Nice. And a bit of your background, you helped Brett on that little docu-series that he did about the 56 Bloody Appalachia Highway. And you added kind of like a post-mortem to it because in 63, the place got an upgrade as an adult bookstore and strip club opened up right next to the hotel, which significantly increased the traffic of drugs and sex trafficking that went through the area. Yeah, you brought some interesting statistics to Brett's docu-series. So all of you did this research beforehand. Now we find ourselves, summer's over, or excuse me, spring break is over, summer is starting. new school season, and your friend has not contacted any of you. So you're on the road. You're heading towards Bloodworth Hollow. Whose car is it, and who's driving?
I have a car, if needed. I do.
Very nice.
It's a what?
I said, is it a very nice car?
No, it's a piece. It's an old station wagon. It's beige colored. It smells bad. If you want to start it, I got a can of carb cleaner. You got to go.
It's got a carburetor.
Yeah. Andy also has transportation, but it would be not too dissimilar. It would definitely be a beige sedan that is probably about 7 or 8 years beyond current release. So, and there's probably a very odorous scent of Wendy's inside.
I like Wendy's.
Lots of Wendy's.
Are we getting Wendy's? I
maybe-
like chili.
Maybe a wrapper or two somewhere tucked underneath.
Oh,
All right. So definitely
Passion
not
fries.
something out of the motor pool. This is either your own or
Well, this is off book.
Uh-huh,
This is off book.
Yeah, this is completely off book.
I also have piloting basic, so if need be, I have the skill to drive.
I do too.
First, I'm good at driving.
I'm gonna need
You
to
operate the
boom mic
pedals,
for
I'll
me.
operate the steering wheel. Teamwork makes the dream.
It's
I can't
a
do boom mic
driver's
and
educating.
camera.
What's that, Brett?
I'm telling Proctor he's got to handle the boom mic for me again because I can't do camera and boom mic at the same time. It just
Okay.
it doesn't work.
So we're
No,
going to
that's
say this is the tail end of a long trip. You've been on the road for 2 days now, and you're just ahead. You see the sign that's on the screen: Bloodworth 10 miles, Lake Malice 28, the Appalachian Trail 35, the Aviation Hill 50 miles. And you are just making this highway exit turnoff where that nice little documentary that you did, Brett, was filmed several years ago. Who is behind the wheel right now? Because I assume those of you that know how to drive or can drive well would have, maybe switched off now and then. So who's currently behind the wheel?
Jeff Hirelo.
I'll go high.
All right, I'm driving right now.
Okay,
close.
Chuck,
Shotgun.
we will have Gil make the first roll of the night then, and go ahead and make me that basic piloting skill check.
Yeah, you got it. Piloting. Where did I go? Oh, piloting.
So there are a couple of different checks in this game. When we're making a skill check, it's going to be a D20 roll plus however many bonus points you have in your skill. You rank plus bonus points, which would have been done during character gen. And we're going to have a difficulty rating as the front passenger side tire blows right before you're about to take this exit.
We're all gonna die. So what's my wait?
We're going to make this difficulty a 15. Not horrible.
Okay. Something went terribly wrong.
Oh, when you're doing bonuses, don't add the plus, just add the
okay.
number. But when you're doing a negative, do put the minus. Just go
Okay.
ahead and do it over.
All right, you got it.
Boom,
I got a 19. I did good.
Not a problem. Your steering wheel is wrenched to the right, and you are on it. You grab that wheel and you keep yourselves from the car from colliding with those around you, and you're able to limp the car into this highway exit area where this old hotel, you can see the adult bookstore and strip club are still open next to it. And you kind of limp into the parking lot of the adult bookstore.
Oh God, I think someone shot our tire out. They're on to us.
As you limp in, a customer is coming out wearing a leather gimp hat and has a stack of books and a furry tail as he walks to his car.
Hey, this is Brett. You might have seen some of his movies.
Hello.
Person just blinks at you, puts the books in the back of the car. You hear him mutter under his breath, "Freaks." Gets into the car.
I mean, why judge? Why? There's no need for judgment.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's about 2:00 in the afternoon when this happened. You've pulled over. Probably a Wendy's was your last stop hours ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we should probably get out and look at your car and see what's wrong with it for starters.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Do you have a spare?
Yeah.
You shouldn't go anywhere without a spare. It's
I
very,
think I have a spare.
Oh,
okay.
Gil, if you have a spare, it's obviously a donut, not a
I was
full
going to
size.
say, in best case, it's a donut. Worst case, it's a flat donut.
You know,
I
you
guess
should
medium
really,
case, it's a flat donut.
you should really go to like the junkyard and get a full size spare. That's like the first thing you do, just so a situation like this doesn't happen again. You know, you don't want
Good
to
idea.
have that happen.
I didn't even think of going to the junkyard.
Yeah,
So-
we can't go now though, because we're busy with other things.
Yeah.
So looking at the front passenger side tire, the outer wall has just been shredded. It was a complete blowout.
Good God.
Either because you haven't maintained your tires or you hit
Yes.
something on the road, but it's a
Yes.
complete blowout.
Wow.
Well, that was a big shot. It must be like 50 cal. Snipers must be up on the roof or something.
Nope.
Um,
Just looks like probably a blowout there, Gil.
When was the last time you changed your tires?
Well, I mean, the last time I had a blowout.
So you should really change and rotate your tires kind of a greater regularity than that, unless you are in fact having blowouts with great regularity. And if that's the case, then well, I guess that's fine.
Oh. I mean, but the tires rotate every time we drive.
I meant you rotate which section of the car you put the tire on, like the front driver's side can get rotated to the rear passenger, which then can get rotated to the rear drivers, which can then get rotated to the passenger side, front side.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. I'm just gonna put my hand on like where the tread is, just to feel on the tire that had the blowout. Is it smooth?
No, it's pretty serrated. It's pretty messed up.
Okay. I was just wondering if he had run them bald as well. So
No. If you're paying that much attention to it, looking at it now, he hit something on the road to cause this kind of damage.
okay. Did you see anything? I look. I mean, we're probably not too far from where it was.
I don't remember seeing anything, but I was also finishing off the last of my chili. So,
Okay. If you want to just get on the highway and just kind of walk along it for a little bit,
Sure.
it's pretty obvious. There are broken beer bottles everywhere, just shattered. There are vials of who knows what was held in them. You even see syringes just littering the sides of the road.
oh wow, the gambit.
Wow. Okay. Don't often see medical waste just dumped on the side of the road, but okay.
I mean,
Beer bottles I can understand. I get maybe they have a lot of heroin junkies here. I don't know.
Yeah, littering is a crime punishable by various fines, and well, each civic section tends to have various. I hope that whoever did this gets caught and fined appropriately.
Yeah.
Andy, taking a look around as you say that, wondering maybe what the laws are in this area, you're finding that the parking lot that you're in isn't much better than what Brett is finding on the highway. As a matter of fact, taking a better look at the hotel and gas station, they look like they haven't been used in a very long time. They're certainly not opened. They're tagged with graffiti. There's broken glass in the windows. The little adult bookstore that the man came out of is open. There's an open sign on the door, but it's seen better days too. It's not well maintained. The strip club nearby, Maybe it's just because of the time of day, but it also doesn't look open, and there are a lot of boards on the windows.
Oh dear, this place seems to be somewhat destitute. There does not seem to be a great deal of activity. I would wager that the 400-person census from 20 years ago has probably been reduced by a healthy number.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think you'd be right on that one there, Andy.
You know what they say, as the population of civilization declines, the things that go bump in the night move in to fill those spaces.
Well, maybe we'll get him on film, and I'm gonna like pull up my camera,
Did
getting
they
ready.
say that?
We're recording everything now.
Yeah, sure. You pull out your camera and you start, doing your viewfinding, looking around, and you notice that there's kind of like a fenced off area to the rear of these buildings, really overgrown. As you just kind of step sideways a little bit to get it more into focus, can't help but notice that there's a vast field of just very tall grass behind these buildings. There's no trespassing signs covering the fence that separates the buildings from this field, just plastered everywhere. But more concerning or awesome for you is that the fence is just liberally covered with handmade dolls made from like corn husks, dolls made of like socks and old bits of cloth, and they're just like all tied to this fence, like on like look like nooses maybe.
Interesting. I'm absolutely recording all of that. Guys, check this out. Check out these doll fence dolls. I don't know. Fence dolls. That sounds better.
That's creepy and fantastic.
It is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the work of some sort of cult. It could be
right.
the cult, as
I
I'll
bet you're
lean
right.
into the camera.
Well, I must say it appears this could be another iteration of the systemic vandalism that we have thus far seen within the town. As you can see, the tagging over there by the gas station and over there as well. This is probably just what we would call in the service an escalation, as they have moving to something more complicated.
Yes, a real degradation of middle American mainstream morality as vandalism increases. Yes.
I think Gil or me or Proctor, maybe even Andy, why don't one of you take one of the dolls and I want you to remove it from the fence so you can get a good look at it. Give me a good stern look at it. Really examine it. Just
I would love to do that, but that's not the proper order of operations in situations like this. Oh God.
Well, as
All
a
right.
civil servant,
So I take it you guys kind of move to the back of the building so that you can, as Andy removes one of the dolls. Now that you're closer, Andy, you take one of the dolls off. This one's kind of made out of a corn husk and some like twisty ties. And you notice there's a piece of paper shoved in there, and it looks like all the other dolls have them too. Kind of like a little strip, like from a fortune cookie, you would say. You unravel it, and it says, "Dearest Teresa, lost but not forgotten."
there appears to be a piece of correspondence within inside the doll about a woman by the name of Teresa. It appears as though someone very dear to her has left this as a memorial, perhaps for her passing, or wait 1 second, Eureka.
Right. Oh.
Disappearance,
Oh.
much like our dear friend Amanda.
Oh God. Quick, I'm going to start digging through all of these, see if I can find a letter from Amanda.
The fence just covered them, and you pull them out, and it's very similar. Each one, and the paper is not exact. It's not like they use the same kind of paper. Just to get that out.
They need a Staples.
Yeah, so like torn off piece of newspaper. Sometimes it's been written on. Sometimes it's just white paper. But they all are like, one says like Angelica, where'd you go? ? Another one is like David, whatever happened, you didn't deserve it.
Oh my gosh. I find one that's made out to a man named Joe. And it just says, "Where did you come from? Where did you go?"
The doll's missing a button on the right side of its face.
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to just try and go through each one and see if you can find one from Amanda, you can. It will take some time.
How many are there? Like
Hundreds.
Thousands,
Hundreds.
millions.
like maybe 400-ish or so?
Oh gosh.
Not that many. Not a couple
Correlations.
hundred, maybe.
I think we all should just sit down right here and go through each one of these in very careful and meticulous manner and with care, as these are people's loved ones, and it might, as we learn in government work, meticulous observation of monotonous content can often lead to breaks in various cases.
Hey,
I'll be recording all of it.
You record your friends pulling out the papers and reading through it. As it's going on, you hear a bang behind you, and the door to what must be the bookstore slammed open. A man wearing kind of a London fog jacket, and you can see that his bare legs sticking out from it. He's wearing socks with flip flops. He's hauling out a trash can. He's smoking on looks like a cigar. Kind of peers over at you guys and just a little way away. Finishes what he's doing. He starts walking over to you. Hey,
Hi.
y'all lose somebody too?
Yeah.
Well, good thing I came out from my smoke break. And he starts to unbutton his London fog.
Oh god.
Pulls open one side. And he's wearing just a white t-shirt and shorts underneath. But he's got dolls on the inside of his coat. It's like $5 a piece. Don't got to make your own.
Why? Not why are you selling them, but why with the dolls?
Well, it looked like a good opportunity. Everybody keep coming up here, putting down these souvenir dolls for their lost ones. I figure I'd make a little profit off of it.
Well, I mean, but why do they put the dolls?
Because they're missing people.
How long ago all this start?
Oh, years ago. Yeah, before I took over this place.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but is it possible that these people are not in fact missing, but they left? Because as you can see, this place is, I think, what's the term?
Deserted.
Shithole.
Yeah, shithole.
Yeah, shit. Thank you.
Ain't
So
nothing
maybe
open
they
here
just
but
left.
me. None of this stuff's open. I mean, we get junkies and we get some destitute wanderers now and then that'll, stay in the hotel there just to get out of the rain and all, but ain't nothing open but my bookshop. And he kind of looks around. It's not like I'm legally here or anything.
Well, if you're not legally here, then what kind of books are you selling legally or otherwise?
Shakespeare. Are you a cop?
No, I'm an EMT. I just
I am also not a police officer.
Andy's
Also,
I technically should declare I am a census worker, an agent. I am an official representative of the U.S. government, but I do not have any sort of arrest jurisdiction. And I can assure you I'm here using a significant amount of my paid time off, and I'm not currently on duty. So proceed with your declaration of criminal activity.
I don't know a lot about what you just said, but can I interest any of you fellas in some smut?
Yeah, maybe.
sure.
So the strip club's closed.
Oh yeah.
So it's a good place to recruit for filming. If you need extras.
Oh, it just got sad after a while. It's
mournful
good that
even.
it's gone. Yeah.
Where's the closest gas station?
Oh, closest gas station is going to be in Bloodworth, I guess, 10 miles down that way. I mean, if you got yourself some plastic hose or something, there's probably still some over in that gas station down there. You just got to, pop open the lid and suck for all you're worth. I mean, that's where I get my petrol from.
Ah,
This place is known for sucking.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we
Is that your fetish? I got some books on that.
so anyway,
I'll
we
pass
got
on that for now.
tire. We have a blown out tire.
yeah.
Do you know where we could get another one anywhere near here, or do we got to walk 10 miles down the road?
Yeah, pretty much. I sell a lot of rubber, but not the vulcanized sort.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a jack. If you got a spare or something, I got a jack. I can, let you
Have
borrow.
we checked to see if there is a spare?
Just a
We got
second. I'll go check to
distracted.
see if there's a spare.
I thought we
Chuck-
had a donut.
Yeah, it's Bill's car. So you tell me, Bill, is there a donut in there?
Who's Bill?
Or
I'm
Gil?
Gil.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's your own name. Get it right. I have a donut.
Is
No
this
donut.
donut edible?
Make
No.
me.
Okay.
Well, okay. So this is not part of the system. It's just something that I do as a GM. Make me a luck check where you're going to roll a D100 and tell me high or low.
All right, you got it.
This is my own thing as a GM, not to be found in this system. Just
I'm going to roll high. And I did.
Okay. It's got about 22 psi.
Mm.
I mean, it's enough to get you 10 miles down the road.
We'll just drive slow.
Yeah. All right. I'll buy one of those dolls from you.
Oh, $5.
Hey,
He just kind of leans forward and opens up the other side. He says, "You just take the one you want."
all right. And
Stick
what's the
your
name
hand
of the
in his
person that
jacket.
we're here looking for, Bert?
Amanda.
Amanda. I'll be like, yeah. Did you ever have a customer, I guess, come through here? Name of Amanda. Looks like blah, 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 blah.
You're kidding, right?
Point out the
No.
doll that she looks
No.
like.
No. No, we don't. My customers are regulars. We don't
Yeah,
see new customers.
All right. Figure
I'll
it's
be right
worth
back.
asking. All right.
Do you have any children, sir, who might have been of the schooling age, school child?
Not that I recollect, but it's possible, I guess.
Oh well, I hope you're able to reunite with your children at some point and enjoy fatherhood.
That doesn't sound
Sounds
good.
weird.
No. No. Hey, look, I'm about ready to turn in for the night. You guys want to come in and buy anything? If not, I'm just going to lock up. Things get dicey out here.
What do you mean?
I won't look at the place. I mean, we got drug users that come by here all the time, do deals in the parking lot. We get road gangs now and then. I got my
Wow.
place shut up pretty tight.
Interesting. You lived around this area like all your life, or?
No. Honestly, driving through, good job selling vacuum cleaners door to door, and blew out a tire one day. I thought to myself, I said, "Self, you really like the life you've made for yourself? Are you enjoying your existence on this earth?" And I said, "Self, hell no." So, I just took this building here and decided I'd go with what brings me joy in my life. Smut. Lots of smut.
Do what you love, man. It's all
Exactly.
good. I mean, Andy, I think, also sold vacuum cleaners. So
Exactly. That's true. Vacuum cleaners and various other small appliances. But just as you had, sir, I also had an epiphany. And I thought to myself, do I enjoy selling small appliances? The answer is, well, yes, I did. But no one ever purchased them. So I decided to make a change. And while smut was not my first choice, it was probably in my top 10, but the opportunities were not available.
Yeah, well, I just stumbled on this place. I picked the lock, got in the building, figured out that I could steal some electricity from the town main line, and opened up shop.
Nice.
Well, it's getting dark. I guess let's slap that donut on and get rolling, eh?
Well, let me go get that jack for you.
Oh, thanks.
Goes back to his store, comes out for a little bit with one of these like scissor jacks. Just leave it on the stoop when you're done.
You got
Sure, I can't interest you in anything. I mean, I've got I got a new. It's amazing what you can order off Amazon and have drop shipped to you these days.
It's true, but they also track you and your preferences and likes and dislikes and blood types. And
I'm pretty sure this guy only has one like, but
it's
fair enough. Yeah.
Interest you in my new crop of blow up dolls? I just got them in yesterday.
Actually, you say there's a lot of sketchy people around in the area?
Oh yeah. When I said I came here and I lost my tire and I decided to stay here, a good part of me deciding to stay here is that my car was stripped of everything useful and was up on blocks the next morning. So,
Well, I'll take a blow up doll in case we need like some sort of like a distraction for
Right, or we need to pose it in the background of a scene and just make it look a bit more filled out.
Ooh, actually, that's some good movie making right there.
Yeah.
Oh well, come on in.
Okay.
Yeah, Proctor, you go in. Okay, I'm going to make you make a save, Proctor, as you check out his wares.
Oh no!
Mental roll.
Why did I agree to this?
Save versus pornography.
Yeah. By some really niche.
Oh my god!
All right, so this is going to be let's see, I got to go and look at my. Give me a second. Let me get there. Come on, scroll wheel. Scroll faster.
Good.
We're going to call this a courage check.
Oh boy!
So you're going to roll a d20, and you want to get under your courage.
If I roll the courage save button, will that work?
Yes.
Okay.
Natural 20 is a critical failure.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
So I guess we get to use these charts right off the bat.
Oh no!
Yeah. Let's. You're going to come out a changed person. That's all I got to say.
Why do your blow up dolls have dynamite on them?
All right, let me give this a play test here, folks. So I'm going to have to do a lot of referencing back to rules. So pardon me just a minute. All right, this is going to be a failed courage check. Roll me a D10 there, please, Jake.
Okie dokie. Oh, there's a dice table here. Boom, boom. Hey, D10.
Roll on the extreme failed courage check. Roll me another D10.
Why has God abandoned me? 9.
Okay, parcel in hand, Proctor stumbles out of the front door just as you all see the open sign turn off and you hear the thunk of deadbolts. And these these metal window things that come down behind storefronts, those all. Yeah. Proctor stumbles into the parking lot, heaving up Wendy's that he had hours ago, as he just throws up everywhere. You're sickened for the next 40 minutes or so.
Oh, jeez.
All the sights you saw. How much pocket money did you have starting off?
What was it I rolled? $10.
$10.
Yeah.
Okay, you have $0 and you just bought yourself a $10 blow up doll. I don't even know. I don't want to know what you got.
I don't want to. There's a lot. Yeah. $10 blow up doll is not a thing I ever want to see.
No, not at all.
Did everyone else bring that little money?
No.
How did you end up with only $10? Because I've got $700.
He worked at an Amazon warehouse.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Okay, the rest of you have successfully changed the tire. I won't make you roll for that because I'm not that evil.
I can do it.
You now have a almost flat but not quite flat donut on the passenger side wheel. Car is in fine shape otherwise. And again, you look over out at the highway, seeing the big sign saying that you are 10 miles from Bloodworth.
I guess we get going.
Who's driving this time?
I'll let you take it, Andy.
Okay. I need everyone to put seatbelts on, please.
I do.
Seatbelts.
Yeah.
Seat.
Belted.
Okay. All right. All right. Here we go.
Actually,
Last
Gil,
road
I mean,
three.
this car still has a carburetor. Does it actually have seatbelts?
Of course it does. They're only lap
Is it a
ones.
classic?
It's just the lap belts.
Just lap belts. Spinal
Okay.
injuries for everyone.
He'll just take an absurd amount of time fixing his mirrors. Okay. To safety, of course. And then he'll back out.
Is it
And
nice and really
here we-
dark now?
Here we go,
No,
guys.
it's like that took about, let's say, a couple hours since you went through all the dolls. And no, you didn't find anything with Amanda being the lost person. So let's say it's now 4:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
It doesn't get dark until after 8, since we're tail end of summer here, beginning of summer. So you get back on the highway, and you miss the turnoff for Bloodworth at first, Andy, because the turnoff doesn't look like a road. It's overgrown, it's not maintained, and there was no sign telling you of the turnoff. It's not until you see the next sign saying Lake Malice 18 miles that you realize that you missed it. You backtrack, you find it again, and sure enough, you see where the road sign has the post has been broken, and it's just laying off in the weeds, which are very overgrown. You see this tarmac going off to what should be to Bloodworth is cracked and not really well kept at all. The lines are faded. It hasn't been, repainted in a very long time. But you find it, and you proceed to drive down. 10 miles in, you start passing by. There's a lot of potholes in the road. And as you come onto it, a little rise as you can kind of look down upon the town as you descend into it. It's small. You can tell there are a lot of outlying farms around it, but the town itself only has a few buildings. Other than the main road, which you are on now, which is not great, but it's a road. All the inroads going in and out in other directions look to be worse. Huge potholes, definitely no maintenance going on. So you start going down this valley into Bloodworth. As you all, it's still sunny in the sky, but there's like that popping you get in your ear when you got change elevations. All of you kind of get that as you head down into this valley where Bloodworth is. All your ears pop, and there's like a slight adjusting to things. You're passing through town. See a barber shop. There's a pawn shop. There's a hotel, but it doesn't look open. Like there's broken glass in some of the taller over the first story. It looks 3-story house. There's a general store, and I'm assuming you just want to kind of get an idea of what's in town. So you just drive down Main Street, and all the stores are just like right around Main Street. There's not like a lot off of Main Street other than like residential buildings. There's a hardware store. You find the sheriff office and the jail. There's a bait shop and a barbecue shop attached to the bait shop. There's a veterinary clinic. Antique store. So nice little shops here and there. You can see that there's small farms just outside of the city, but you know what you're not seeing, Andy? A school.
People?
Oh, there are people.
Okay.
A few people on the sidewalks going from business to business. You see some folks inside the businesses, but you're not seeing a schoolhouse anywhere.
Oh dear. We did not see. Perhaps it is so small a town. It is in someone's home. Should we speak with the local magistrate and see if they can direct us?
I think so.
Sheriff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sheriff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You pull into the police office. It's a small 2-floor affair. It's got a brick kind of squat built off to the side, which you assume is the jail. It's not got any entrances into that part at all. You park. Notice that there are no parking meters anywhere.
That seems a missed opportunity to collect civic funds.
Open
Unless
the door.
it costs more to maintain the parking meters than what they would generate.
That's a fair supposition. Yeah.
It is.
You open the door, and there's an old-fashioned bell that rings as the door trips it. And you see that there's a well-dressed officer sitting behind a desk. It's not a lot in here. It's a lobby, a couple of chairs, one big desk, a couple of smaller ones. But right now, there's only one man in. Receding hairline, his sheriff's hat sitting on the desk as he's working on what looks a laptop. And he's doing the hunt and peck. He's going really slow as he's working on this laptop. Looks up at you, hurriedly puts his hat on to cover up his bald head, or nearly bald head. Stands up, says, "Well, looky here. Who do I have wandering into my station?"
Hi, me.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying what you were saying. I'm Proctor. That's Andy. That's Gil. That's Brett. We were looking for a friend of ours by the name of Amanda.
"Well, pleased to meet you." Tips his hat. "I'm Roscoe Hooper." And he does just that. He lingers on his name, Roscoe Hooper.
Mm.
Now, who is this Amanda person? I don't recollect any Amanda living around here. I mean, there's Amanda Gillincrest. She's like 6 years old, though.
She would have been a new school teacher.
Well, he's about to take his hat off to wipe his forehead, then remembers. He puts the hat back on. Well, now that'd be a sight. There ain't no school in Bloodworth Hollow.
Children go to school then.
Well, of course they do.
But where?
Just don't got one in Bloodworth. Bloodworth's a very small town. They all get bussed out.
Not even an elementary school, which, according to the most recent population data for your town of 400, would probably necessitate at the very least an elementary school.
Well, we got some families that do some homeschooling, and they kind of share,
I see.
chores and such. We don't have any official schooling here in Bloodworth. No, we send them on down county line.
Could you provide us contact information for the schools that children here are bused to?
Well, of course. Well, there's two, depending on your socio-economic values and all. Yeah, here. He's got an old type of Rolodex. He just kind of flips through it and just pulls out a couple of things, hands them over to you. They're both in much larger cities, both to the north and south of Bloodworth. I don't know the names around Kentucky, but we'll say well-known cities in Kentucky.
Kentuckysville.
Lexington.
Oh, wow.
Dear.
Sure, why not?
I don't know. At the capital. Well, you wouldn't happen to have any sort of town center with population data, various folk who live here. You would like to maybe speak to a few of your locals. Perhaps Amanda is working at one of these places, and one of them might have known.
No, I mean, we got a town hall. That brick building over there, and looking through the windows, it is one of the nicer looking buildings, newer. It's a little 2-story brick building. The mayor's the mayor, Rudy Painter, works out of there. Courtrooms over there, administrative offices. I don't believe we've had a current census in not as long as I can remember.
Oh, well,
Your work's cut out for you.
And
Maybe
he
she was
will.
hired-
He'll pull out his badge, by the way, his sensor agent badge, and like, well, then I have come not a moment too soon.
He kind of looks at your badge. He makes note of your badge number. He's like, okay, well, whatever I can do to help you.
Maybe she got hired as like a private tutor or something. Maybe one of those homeschooled families might know more.
So all of you know from her first postcards and when she was so excited about it that no, she was supposed to be teaching at a high school in Bloodworth Hollow.
Wait, are we in Bloodworth and not
Bloodworth
Bloodworth Hollow?
No, you are in Bloodworth Hollow. Oh, everybody gets that
maybe it's
confused.
New
Ah!
Curious. Do we know? So, Bert, do we have any information about how she acquired the gig? Like who she contacted? Where was the job posting? Anything like that?
No, she had just put a resume out there, and she got a nibble back from her monster.com resume. And yeah, she didn't know anything about it. They just made an offer. She had mentioned that she knew the name of the place because one of her on her mom's side, some family member on her mom's side used to live out there. So she took it. She wasn't getting any other offers, and those student loans are coming due.
Do we know Amanda's mother's maiden name?
Now that research wasn't done beforehand.
Okay. All right. She is a dear friend of ours, though. You wouldn't know that. Okay.
Sheriff, on our way in, we couldn't help but notice we had a tire blowout. I guess two questions. Is there someplace we could get a tire fixed or get a new tire? And the other question is, we noticed there's a wall with a lot of dolls on it. Heard there's a lot of disappearances in the area. Any comment on that or anything?
Don't know anything about it. Just kind of shakes his head.
But you're the sheriff.
It's not my jurisdiction. That's back out at the highway. My jurisdiction's within the city lines here.
Okay. Who would be in charge of that out there?
Well, that'd be county. That'd be county police. Here, let me get your number.
Sure.
He looks it up in his Rolodex. And this one he just writes down. He doesn't pull it out of the deck. Hands it over to you.
Thanks.
I guess I should not have said sheriff. Did they call him the sheriff? Hold on a second. Let me check something. They call him sheriff, huh? Yeah. What would be the no, I guess that is right. A small town would have an elected sheriff, but just within the jurisdiction, which that would be outside of. Yeah.
I mean, isn't sheriff a county? Isn't that a countywide position?
Usually.
It'd probably be a police chief.
Police chief. Okay. We'll say that. Yeah. He doesn't have jurisdiction. He doesn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
As far as your tire, I would check out the general store, Hooper's, and over there, there's also Iron Chain Hardware. Maybe they got some. We don't have he thinks about it for a minute. I mean, we used to have a mechanic in here, but mostly he just works on them trailers, not so much on cars. And as as he says this, you kind of say like, there weren't a lot of cars parked anywhere.
Were there a lot of trailers, like trailer homes, or?
You saw a trailer park as you were coming down this hill into where Bloodworth is. So you did see a trailer park.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more help to you.
No, it's all right. You've been helpful. Right.
Any of you know anything about computers? I'm having a hell of a time getting some things to work.
I know a little bit, I guess.
I work on one on a regular basis. Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, he comes over. He tells you to come over, and you're noticing his laptop is really old. It's like a real old Dell. It's running Windows 95 on it.
Wow.
You're looking down. It's like, so I'm trying to fill out these here forms and print them off, you see, and it's not talking to my printer. It's got an old like daisy wheel printer.
That's exciting.
What is it that you're trying to print out there?
Oh yeah, just we got to fill out these forms here. Just you could just look over his shoulder. He's not trying to hide it. It's basically just like crimes that were committed in the last month. He's trying to do his month-end stuff, and most of the stuff are like drunken, disorderly, nothing major, nothing like murders or anything like that. He had a lot of domestic disputes. Yeah, we got to file these away, and he points over to the filing cabinets.
You have a physical storage. Yeah,
that's what he points at. So let's have all of you guys do me a spot check. So a spot check in this game. Let me find it here. It is not a skill. It is a D20 roll. In this case, you can add whatever wisdom bonus you might have to it. And we're going to say it's just a difficulty of 10. Because all of you guys are fairly modern in the tools that you use in your jobs these days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You said it's a wisdom check?
Yeah, you can do it as a wisdom check.
I got a 2.
You critically succeeded with a 1.
Wait, does this roll under?
Yeah, you want to roll under the. Oh, actually, hold on a second. No, let me.
No,
check this is a rollover. Yeah, difficulty.
Yeah, there's a rollover.
Yeah. So you want to make at least a 10. So who passed, John? Just you?
Yep.
I rolled a 12. Yeah.
All right.
12.
Well, both of you realize that. The first thing you'd both notice is that in the lower part of the screen, there is no Wi-Fi connection. And you both also notice that there is no internet cable going into it.
It's the only way to keep Microsoft from shutting it off because it's unregistered, wildly expired.
You also notice that his USB cable from his printer into the computer is shoved into the Ethernet port.
Oh, wow.
I think I might have this one. And I'll go and unplug it. I'm also just going to take a look to see if there is an Ethernet cable or...
You look around. There's no Ethernet cable.
As I plug in the printer cable into the correct port...
Printer starts spooling off all the tasks that it's been missing from a month ago.
So y'all got good Wi-Fi connection here? Or...
Oh, no, we don't get no internet out here.
Okay. And I'll kind of look at the others and I'm like, how would someone have hired her through Monster?
Yeah. Not from this town.
No. Something's not adding up.
Well, I mean, somebody could have had like a cell phone, maybe, and hooked up their connection through that.
I'll pull up my phone. Do I have a connection?
No bars. Yeah. No cell service or internet service.
Oh dear.
You live by my parents.
Well, interesting. This seems very odd.
Oh, you need to make a call? Yeah, this happens all the time, folks. We don't got good reception out here, but if you need to use the phone, and he points over to the rotary on his desk, feel free. Just put a quarter in the box there. And you see there's a little coin slot box that says phone calls 25 cents.
You have a rotary phone and a laptop.
Yeah.
You are a man of varied and interesting tastes, and I appreciate you.
Make me a charisma check.
Oh god.
Well, charisma's my dumb stat, so let's take a look.
This will go well.
0 successes.
Okay, but not a crit fail either. He's confused. He's not quite sure if you are cutting him down or actually being honest. He's not quite, so he's just like, yeah, sure. Oh, is there anything I can do to help you? you can use the phone. Long distance, well, we gotta connect to outside carriers for that. But if you need to make a local call, you go right ahead. It goes out countywide.
All right. Quick other question: is there a place to stay around here? We saw the hotel, but it doesn't look like it's in good shape there.
Oh, you mean the haunted hotel?
Haunted.
Nobody stays in there except for them ghost hunters that come through every once in a while.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. We got some publicity a few years back.
Yeah.
On that their internet thing. Took off. But not since. We haven't had anybody come through since. If you want a place to stay, let me think. Well, we got a bed and breakfast. It's probably got some rooms to let. Nice place, good meals.
All right.
Sold.
Where's that at?
Well, you just take the main street out, and when you hit the chain shop over there, just make a left and follow the road. It's nice little Tudor style, I think they call it.
All right. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you kindly avail yourselves of any of our local shops. It's always good to have visitors coming by with a new influx of cash.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, thank you for your time, Sheriff.
That. You are welcome. Thank you for the printer. Oh, hey, my backlog is being printed out. Thank you, sir.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome. Get ahead for the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hoopers, get us a tire.
I think that's a plan.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a moment to over speak with the mayor, civic servant to civic servant, and see if I could figure out this confusion over this school situation. I figure if I look him eye to eye, explain my background and my interest, I'm sure he could point me in a proper direction.
I think that's a good plan, Andy.
Yes.
Okay.
You head over to town hall. Everything's pretty close together, so you just leave your car where it is. And again, you can't help but notice that there's a few cars well spaced around, but not many at all. So head over to town hall. So outside are two large bronze statues in the town square. There's a small playground adjacent to it. One of the statues, just looking at the plaques as you pass by, is to Ignatius Lee, pioneer and patriarch of the Lee clan. And the other one is of a Mr. Silas Hooper, tracker and patriarch of the Hooper clan.
Hey, that's the store we're going to, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hoopers.
Little plaque, just those are the two families that founded in the early 1800s the town of Bloodworth Hollow. But you go up to the doors of town hall, and
really quick before we go in, were there any children on the playground?
Not at all.
Okay, duly noted.
They all got.
Well kept though. Like it's got sand. The sand, like you don't see like trash anywhere. It looks like they keep it pretty clean, even though the roads are not. Playground's clean. You go up to the double doors of this 2-story brick building that is the town hall. And the doors rattle as they are locked, and you see as you kind of squint into the gray smoked glass, there's a little stanchion on side that says closed for repairs.
Why would they close their town hall for repairs?
And you can just make out in smaller little block letters on the side, inquiries or help, please call, phone number.
Okay. I'm going to document that phone number. I'm going to return then to the police station and use the phone.
Mention it when we asked.
Oh, there are a lot of odd things that are accumulating here.
Yeah. Not wrong there.
All right. Yeah, he motions over to the phone as he is continuing to peck out some forms on his computer as the printer continues to go through this mass of of paperwork that was backed up. And he points at the box where it says 25 cents.
Certainly, that is no problem. I'm sure that Andy is the type of person who would actually carry a not insignificant amount of change on his person.
It's from all those Wendy's runs. You
Yes.
dial the number, and Cindy speaking. How can I help you?
Well, hello, Cindy. My name is Andy. I am. I have an inquiry for the mayor of Bloodworth. I believe his name is was it Randy Porter? Painter?
Rudy Painter. Yeah, Rudy's on vacation. Went on a fishing trip. But if you need a document request or any paperwork, I can probably help you.
Oh, fantastic! I am looking to get into certain town civic records about various buildings and people.
Sure.
And
that's not a problem.
Excellent. I'm looking to have some history, if you have, over the educational establishments within Bloodworth, and also looking for a resident by the name of Amanda Stryker.
Oh, well, I don't know Amanda Stryker. I know everybody in town. I don't know an Amanda Stryker, but you're welcome. Come on down to town hall. Come around back. They're doing some repairs to the lobby area. Just come around back, and I'll let you into the storeroom. That's where we keep all the files.
I'll be right there. Thank you very much. I'm so glad there wasn't a sign saying to go around back.
Well, I'm here now. I mean, we don't just leave everything open, of course, but I'm here now. I'm on my lunch break, but you're welcome to come over.
Approximately 47 seconds ago, but okay, I'll see you in a moment there, Cindy.
Okay. Hangs up.
The sad
so back
thing
to
me
the
is
town hall.
Feels
yeah,
too
you
real.
Go around back. Again, there's an empty parking lot. And who you expect must be Cindy is holding open a back door. And she's got a sandwich in one hand. And she's got the door open with another. She's a youngish lady. She's maybe in her early 20s. Pigtail, big glasses. She's got like a very nice skirt and blouse for a professional kind of look, and she just kind of waves you in, and she's eating her sandwich. You can hear from inside the sound of like a floor waxing machine and other stuff going on inside.
I'll show her my badge. I'll show her my badge. I'm here on official business. I need to peruse your population, your data files for.
Unless you have a skill. I'm sorry, for lying or bureaucracy, make me a charisma check.
Well, see, I've got things like knowledge law, and I was presuming that a 20-plus-year-old drought and what's it called? It's probably not a lie, and it's probably actually accurate. Okay.
Well, well, before you roll, does Andy believe that?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just asking you, Jeff, if you think that Andy thinks that he is perfectly within his rights to do.
Most certainly, it's been over 20 years since anyone's had census data. For
Don't
sure.
need to roll. Then you are not lying to this woman or trying to bluff her in the least bit. You believe this needs to be done. She looks at it and says, "Oh, okay." Just kind of looks at your badge again. Kind of looks at you. Says, "Huh? Well, who are your friends?"
These are
I'm muted too.
Documentary crew.
Yeah.
Are you going to document the census of our town?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
no. I meant I'm not. They are. I apologize.
Oh well, come on in. Come on in. Mind your feet. Wipe your feet, please. They're redoing the floors. So you don't want to track anything on. Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. Well, our records room is off to the left there. I've already unlocked it. Which one of you is Andy? Oh, of course, you with the badge and has your name on it. I'm sorry. I've got low sugar today. I'm trying to get my food in. Here's the key. Takes it off her neck. It's go ahead. If you need to make copies, there's a photocopy in there too.
It's good to know.
If you want coffee, I can bring a carafe in for you.
That would be
That'd be great.
fantastic.
Oh, okay. I don't know much about the organization in there, and we haven't computerized anything. So feel free to go through it. Just, if you can just please put everything back how it was filed. I really don't know the system too well. I mean, it's clearly labeled on the outside of the filing cabinets what things pertain to. But you'll see. I'll go get that coffee now. Does any of you have a charisma of better than 12?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I do actually. Yeah.
I have an
Okay.
11.
I
Well,
have a little
surprising.
bit of persuasion.
It was
Proctor, she'll look at you. She looks at everybody. That settles on you. Proctor says, "Would you mind giving me a hand?"
Oh la la.
Gives you a
Hey,
smile.
go.
What is her charisma score?
Oh, she's dressed very official.
Charismatically?
Well, no, I mean she's just kind of very business casual, but yeah, I mean she could be a very good-looking woman. She's just very low key on the makeup. I mean, great bone structure.
Yeah,
Has
it
all
works.
her teeth.
Yes,
Oh, absolutely. I'm in there.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll help with the coffee.
Okay, she's got a great smile. When she does smile, it's a great smile.
It lights up a records room.
Brett is absolutely going to get in Andy's face with the camera. He's like, Brett or Andy, what are you thinking? Give me the thoughts as you investigate this.
So I'm finding a series of peculiar irregularities about the existence of this town. Some things don't seem to be adding up. They claim to not have a population that could withstand a school. But as you saw on our way through the town, there were a significant number of not just residence buildings, but also various eateries, and it is kind of peculiar to find a place with a bed and breakfast, but not an elementary school, despite the fact that there is a well-maintained playground. And I am kind of curious as to what their municipal funds are actually being put towards, considering the state of the various roads and the equipment that their local magistrate was having to deal with. As you saw, he was using Windows 95 and a very old printer, and they don't have any internet connection at all, which, as you know, in this day and age is quite peculiar, even for places of such remote location. And in fact, it can't be.
Brett, this
You
is
know
the
what? We'll
most
fix it in
dry delivery you have ever filmed.
And I'm like, all right, that's great. We'll fix it in post.
I just imagine there's going to be like a lot of voiceover. And then the person said that the lack of communications in the area was quite peculiar.
Yeah, that's all they keep.
Did Jeff freeze up for anyone else?
Yeah.
He's not pulling. Oh, there he's back.
Ah!
And other things I was thinking were,
We got lots. Man. It's good. All right. Cool.
I could continue. I have other concerns as well.
We'll get that in post. Like we'll set up a time. We'll do it. But we got work to do, right?
Post, like post.
Post film, once the principal filming is done,
film.
then there's like some post stuff that we finish up, like any loose ends or anything like that.
Well, we can't do a principal filming as they don't have a school.
Well, there you go. That's yeah. Andy with the humor. Oh boy,
That was funny.
It was. I need coffee, maybe with booze. All right.
Okay. as you all go in, other than Proctor, as all of you go into where all the files are stored, and it is rows upon rows of filing cabinets. You even see when she said Xerox machine, it's a mimeograph machine. You got to put that blue crap in, and there's a microfiche reader. But there's good lighting and lots of tables where you can set documents down. There are books of history. Like there's like a small bookshelf and it's like local history books going through. All of you guys go ahead and make me a spot check again. So this is a wisdom check. And we're going to make this one a 15.
I got a 19.
Got an 18.
Oh, wow. We're knocking it out of the park.
Those are really good. So those of you who just succeeded, there's a layer of dust over most things. Some of the filing cabinets are not as bad as others. Someone has made minor attempts to like just dust off the tops, but not do a thorough cleaning job. But you all notice that there are a set of muddy boot prints going to different filing cabinets, and they're not fresh, but no one has cleaned the floors in here since they were made. And then Jeff, you made a 19. Maybe through your FBI. I'm sorry.
Chuck had the 19. I had an 18.
Oh, Chuck. Okay. Okay. So this is even better then. So Chuck, because you are a paranoid person, you have made a study of certain types of footprints because you don't want to be caught because someone made big footprints out of like fake boots and all. So you know how to look for these things. You notice something very suspicious about the boots. With that nice roll that you made there, the person wearing those boots were too big for their feet. It's just something you notice. The way that the print slaps down, and you can see it's like a heavy strike on the heel, and it doesn't quite
almost
roll
nothing
the way
on the
to
toes.
The tip. Yeah, and they're very clear on the ground too,
almost intentionally clear.
Brett will get in there and get a good camera shot of it.
So
it'll look very blurry and indistinguishable actually on the film, but.
I would like to point out that there was a study done towards the end of World War II where they analyzed all of the places where the fighter planes were shot and then made it back. And initially they said, hey, all these places, all these bullet holes, we're gonna reinforce those with armor. Then someone had the great idea, like, well, if these are the planes that are making it back, then these are the spots you can get shot without crashing. It's the spots that aren't making it back, that the open spots that you need to armor, because those are the lethal spots. We have these fake boot prints going around to assorted filing cabinets. The places we see these boot prints going, I think, are not the places we need to go, but the places, it's a decoy.
Okay. Should we fix that in post?
Maybe. How many of these filing cabinets are there?
There are 4 rows of 12.
It can't take us that long to go through these. Come on, I
Each
think
of the filing cabinets are 6 doors tall.
But we know Amanda's last name, Stryker. Let's look it up.
That's only 768 drawers that we've got to dig through.
Well, each set is actually labeled, and so the one of the rows of filing cabinets are okay. So I'm pulling a brain fart on this. What is it called for like family records? Your
genealogy.
Yeah. So there's an entire row of filing cabinets that are for genealogy, and that's where the boot prints are going, and it's hitting every one of these filing cabinets.
It's a trap.
Well,
But a trap. What?
Yeah, it's a decoy.
How long does
So
it
you-
take to get coffee?
Oh no.
Speaking of which,
Oh God.
Proctor,
Yes.
as you're making small talk, the girl is kind of just drawing you out. Where are you from? You know, what are you doing here? Talks a little bit about herself. She helps out the mayor from time to time. She's really just filling in for her older sister, who's gone on the fishing trip with the mayor, and she starts talking a little bit of gossip about that. It's like, well, the mayor is 20 years older than my sister, but there's some talk. Are you engaging in banter?
Yeah, I'll, sort of like, oh, those older fellas can get kind of, weird around the ladies,
Either make me a charisma check, or if you have a skill that makes you a good talker.
Oh, I don't have a skill that makes me a good talker, but I do have charisma, so I'll go for that. Hey, a success.
Oh no, yeah. So she's enjoying her time with you. She's taking her time making the coffee. She also has she starts heating up with a microwave that's in here. So she's got some brisket that's cold. She's like, this is some of the best brisket in town. Let me heat some of this up for your friends. And they're like just strips of brisket meat. The barbecue sauce, as she heats it up, smells amazing. And she's got this huge like industrial coffee maker, and she starts making the coffee as you're chatting. She's 21. Her old sister's 29. And her older sister is 29. And she's just filling in. She knows where things are around the office, just if folks need to get any kind of paperwork while, the town is closed down. But they'll be back in about 5 days. I mean, if you need to talk to the mayor about anything, he's not really reachable when he goes on these fishing trips. He's got a pond that he goes to, and well, as you've probably noticed, we don't have any cell phone signal out here. They keep putting in these cell towers, and something just keeps happening to them. They just never work for long.
Yeah, I know these lands that are out here can be pretty treacherous. Where does a person even go fishing at anyway? I would think that most of the, landslides that occur in some of the soggier areas would kind of make that difficult.
Well, I don't know about that. They don't really tell me. I just hear that he's got a special fishing hole that he goes to, and he's got a cabin out there. Really romantic place, from what I hear from my sister, anyway.
Oh, sounds charming.
She heats up the brisket. She pulls out a couple of containers of coleslaw. She finds like a little push cart that's obviously made for like internal mail, but she just kind of puts everything on there along with the coffee. So I think there's some donuts in the fridge there if you want to grab some of those for your friends.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Coffee and donuts, absolutely. And I'll definitely go for those donuts, considering I puked my guts out at a smut shop earlier.
So Proctor, what do you do for a living? And are you married? And she looks down at your hands. She's got a ring.
Oh no, there hasn't been much time. And as I notice she's looking at my hands, I'll kind of like flex a little bit. Oh no, I haven't had much time for marriage. I've been working at warehouses, unloading trucks, and then I became an EMT. I'm trying to hope to earn my way up to being a doctor, a proper doctor.
She kind of gives you a wink and just kind of a sly look. Says, "Oh, that's a shame. The married one's more fun."
Ooh.
Oh my.
You want to help me with this? She motions to the cart that's laden down with everything.
Oh yeah, I'll assist with all the food and food grabbing chores.
So the box that she was taking the brisket, the barbecue brisket out of, it was from...
What was the name of that place again?
Lip Lickin' is the name of the establishment that makes it.
Lip Lickin' Barbecue. Is this place? They get a lot of outside business by any chance?
We don't get a lot of outside anything around here. It's a popular place though. He owns the Lee Creek Bait Shop, and the back end of it's the barbecue shop.
I was going to say, because this smells pretty good. You might could do well with getting a franchise going.
Oh, it's the rub. It's family specialty. They use a dry rub on it, and they cook it over something like 16 hours. It's good. It's really good.
Oh wow! Yeah, I understand they use dry rub more in the Midwest as opposed to other places where they slather it in sauce and doesn't quite work for me myself. So
Proctor comes in with Cindy as they roll in this cart full of amazing smelling food. Smell very strong coffee in the cart. My wife is staring at me. Give me just a moment, guys. Let me pause myself for a second here.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Andy, can,
Now we all have to
vamp-
sing. What?
Okay. Wait. What are we gonna sing?
Let's sing the safety dance.
We
can
can
dance
recording.
if we want
we can
to.
dance
I'm,
if we want to.
I'm giving directions. I can
Leave
give
our
a
friends
plus 2 to your.
behind.
Leave our friends behind.
If we don't dance,
performance.
and if they don't
Friends-
dance with her,
No
I can-
friends of mine.
no
give you a
friends of
plus 2
mine.
for
We
this
should get
one.
some
can
footage of
dance.
us, like
We can
like
dance.
standing around the office and
Everybody
like,
do
everybody-
dance.
so that we look
Stand
all
the dance.
like we're
We
busy
can
and stuff.
dance. We can dance. We did it.
Yep. We got it.
Well, now
We'll
Absolutely.
fix it in post.
stars.
Yes.
Post. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like cereal?
No,
Like mail? You're gonna send it to us later?
no, no.
That night, yeah,
See,
that's why they fix it in
there's-
post, because they have to send it in the mail after the filming is done.
You know, we could go to the post office and we can see if they have an address for old Amanda Stryker.
that
that
is
would
a
actually make
great
sense.
idea, actually, Andy.
Well, I am a census agent.
That
so-
you are. That you
Mhm,
are.
mhm. Yeah, maybe they sent over some official paperwork, or
They would have had.
maybe she had to send some official paperwork over to them, because you can't just like be like, "Here I am, I'm working, pay me." Well, I mean,
The
you
other
can,
thing-
but
That's the other thing we could do is I could take this gun and I could threaten someone with it and say, "Tell us everything you know," or I start blasting.
that's very funny, Andy.
Yeah. I'll be
Did
sure
you
to
get
edit
that
that part out. Yeah, I
on
got
the
that.
documentary?
Yeah,
Just a little joke. Just a little joke.
A little fun.
Just
fun.
a little joke.
No desk
Yeah.
pop. Okay, no desk pop.
I always wanted to be the bad cop.
Hey, did you? Did you?
Yeah, they never let me be the bad cop or the good cop.
Do all census agents carry a gun?
Yeah.
you might be.
Oh. Well,
Tell me
that's
how many
strange.
people live in your house. Tell me. Aggressive census taking.
I want to see them all out here in the driveway right now.
Everyone
I'll count
line
for
up against
myself.
the wall.
See, according to the
Down
thing you
here.
filled out earlier this month, you said there were 3 people living here, and here I'm counting 5. Well,
I'm back. I was personally listening to everything you guys are talking about. All right. Well, Proctor's back with Cindy. Awfully good smelling stuff on the cart. And again, you guys haven't eaten for many hours since that windy stop.
so yeah, donuts, coffee, barbecue.
Oh man. Now throw that in there, and then where's the nearest restroom?
Oh well, there's a small one in this room over here. Okay? I see it. It's and she goes over and she pushes aside a water cooler so that you see this very small door. It's like this is just for people that are here doing records all day. I mean, it's small, but I mean, there's a toilet in there. I don't know why this water cooler's here.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Well, if you need me, I guess I'll just go work on something until you're done. Everything's locked up, so let me know when you're done, and I'll let you out because I got to set the alarms and everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Cindy. That's very kind of you.
You're welcome. She says to you, but looks at Proctor, gives him another wink.
Wait.
I'm over here.
I'll give her a little.
I'm like going panning back and forth between her and Proctor. Back.
Okay.
Oh, this one's gonna have everything: romance, dramatic action, comedy.
Yeah, I figured you could use the romance
bathroom
for
break?
the footage, because that's what's important for
Well,
movies, right?
That hasn't been done in film before. They've never filmed a bathroom break.
I mean,
And one that the audience could
probably
go do
that
while
fellow
you're
we
having
just
one.
met down the road probably has a couple of those films. I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bathroom
fair.
stalls,
Oh, yeah.
volume 1 through 16.
Oh God.
That's going to be the album. Just sounds of the
Proctor,
restroom.
that brings up a memory you'd rather not relive, and you start puking.
Just dry heat.
Eating my donut like.
All right. So, Bert,
Mhm.
I think I would be looking for two things. Obviously, I'm looking for Amanda Stryker, but I'm also looking for some of the other names of all the people that we found in the dolls back at the smut place.
Oh, nice. Okay. Since this is all paper and not something you can easily search in, you start going through. So you're going to hit the genealogy cabinets specifically?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So yeah, you just start pulling out files. There's nearby empty tables that you can just kind of lay it all down. There are legal size notepads and pens just all over the place too. So you can start taking notes. This is going to take you a bit.
Oh, he's in heaven.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you know what to look for, and you know how to draw all these threads together. So you're doing that. Is anyone helping him, or are you just leaving him to himself?
I'm
Or
assisting.
are you going to assist? Okay, Chuck. You're
Yeah.
going to assist. How about the rest of you?
Well, this looks like it's going to take a while, right, Andy?
Well, with Gil lending assistance, I would imagine our efficiency will most likely be increased by at least 40 to 60%.
Oh, that's
So-
generous.
So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll search R through Z. How does that sound?
Well, I thought maybe somebody should go get the tire so that we're ready to go.
I'll go get the tire. Yeah.
You
I
want me to
throw
go
my
with you?
keys
We
at
can-
Proctor.
We can interview some of the locals as well. Get a little bit more context for the region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should interview Cindy. See if
B-roll.
you can get her phone number in case we need to add anything for the post.
B-roll.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, Jeff, this is going to take, well, depending on your role, it'll take less time, but you're going to make an investigation check as you go
Okay.
through. That is a skill that hopefully you have points in. You will take a +1 for, actually, Gil, do you have investigation as a skill?
Yeah.
How many points in it?
Oh, 5.
Wow. You have +5 on that?
He
Yeah.
should probably roll it.
Well,
naturally.
investigation plus my modifier. Yeah.
Oh,
4
well,
investigation as is plus a 1 on
Wow,
modifier.
+4. That's amazing. Okay. Well, Gil, though, okay, so Gil's going to be very helpful to you, Andy, but Andy, you know what to look for better than Gil does.
Mm,
Gil is just very good at piecing together information, and he's funneling you everything you need. So I'm going to give you Gil's bonus.
Okay.
So +4, and then on top of whatever your normal investigation is.
Okay. I'll do that. That is a 13 I rolled. I'm
13.
not sure.
Okay. Okay, so 13 is going to take you hours and is going to give you limited information. Okay. If you want to spend some of your survival point to re-roll that, you can. Up to you. You'll still get information on the 13.
I will, because I have plenty of survival.
Okay. Mark off a survival point. You must take the new roll. Same bonuses.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that. That's even worse. Oh, wait, no, it's better. It's a high. This one's high. Okay.
One high, yeah. That's really good. So it actually doesn't take you that long. So I wanted a 15. So it's going to take a couple hours. But with Gil's help, you do find some information. Now, what are you doing, Brett?
I'm gonna go with Proctor to go see about getting a new tire. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
Also interview locals.
Sure.
Just
So we're gonna split
heard
the party.
anything. Yeah.
Always a great thing to do in a horror flick. Cindy lets you out and tells you shows you the buzzer on the outside of the door. She says, "Well, if you come back and your friends are still here, you just push that, and I'll come and open the doors for you."
What do I push if I come back and my friends aren't here?
Well, hopefully they would have found you. But if not, I guess go ahead and buzz me, and if they told me where they're going, I'll let you know.
Right. As we're going, I'll do like a quick interview with Cindy. Like,
Oh,
I hear that
wait! No, she puts her hand over your camera and pulls out a little mirror, and she checks her makeup, and she takes her hair out of the bun,
Of course,
and
of course. Yeah. So just curious. I've heard like rumors and stuff that there is some weird stuff that happened here quite a few years ago. Do you get any thoughts on any of that? I know that there's been a fair number of missing peoples in the area.
Well, I
I've
wouldn't
heard
know
something
anything
about
about that. Well, what do
that.
you mean about interesting stuff? I mean, we're a pretty small community. Well, what are you referring to?
Well, I don't know. Is there anything unusual that happens around here or that you think sounds unusual? Or
Make me either a wisdom check, or if you've got, let's see, what the skill would be here. Psychology.
I have persuasion.
It would be science psychology. Well, you're not persuading her. You're kind of
That's
reading
true.
her. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Sure. So, wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you have psychology, that would be a better roll, but wisdom will do in a pinch.
Sure.
You made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going under your stat, so a 2 is really
good.
good, and a 1 is a good success. She, while she has been very flirtatious, especially with Proctor, and seemed to be very open, but when you make mention of odd things that have been going around, and especially missing people, her face just kind of shuts down on you. I mean, she's still got a smile on her face, but you can just see her eyes are more guarded. She's like, I don't really. It's a small community, not a lot going on. Just very deadpans it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean that happens. I was just curious. Yeah, I always looking to see if there's any extra stories I can pick up. Make places more interesting or more exciting. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Cindy. And
Well,
yeah,
all but kicked you out of the. You hear the door choom, locked behind you.
I look at Proctor. I'm like, I think I hit a nerve.
Yeah, that was weird. But at least we know something fishy's going on in town.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. Did you tell us about your conversation with her or anything?
No, I mean we. The only thing we ever spoke about was barbecue and donuts, really. Oh, and her older sister is off on a fishing trip with her boss, so that's fun.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people taking odd vacations around here, it feels like.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And that sheriff did not seem nearly worried enough about things.
Yeah, and for so many people being missing, the mayor just going off on a tryst with some lady who works at the city hall, that's suspicious.
All right. Well, let's go buy a tire and hopefully not get abducted by probably some weird, crazy small town cult.
Oh boy, cults. Yeah, that's what I need in my life.
I watch too many movies.
You get in your car. You find there's a ticket on the window of the car.
What the
hell? Well, I mean, we don't have to pay this. I mean, what are they going to do? Email us?
That is a very good point.
You've been cited for improper parking, as your little donut is on the line between your slot and the next. But you get in and tear off. So Andy and Gil, you guys start just going through it, and there's a lot of dense history here. Primarily, this city was founded by two families, the Lees and the Hoopers. Back in the 1800s, they were pioneering families. A few other families came along with them, but the Lees and the Hoopers seem to be, there's far more of them. And just going through the genealogical record, you're seeing that like the Lee and the Hooper family just keep expanding. But some of these other families that came in with them at the founding of the town, their numbers are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Um, the names that you got at the fence, unfortunately, they were just first names. They didn't have complete names. So yeah, some of those names do show up in records, but these are just the genealogy. So they're not saying that these people are missing, etc. But they're fairly common names, so you're not really sure about drawing the points between them. But what Gil finds, only because it was misfiled, is your friend's surname shows up. So apparently, her mother maiden name, or excuse me, her mother's maiden name was Hooper. And you find the genealogical tree going up to your friend. And you also find that this file is missing some pages. 1 of 10, and there's 6 pages in there. It's missing some. Most of it is the genealogy of that branch of her family up to her birth. Her birth records are missing.
That's wild.
And since you'd rolled so well on this, the other thing that you're noticing is, hey, there's a bunch of files between these that were just misplaced by one alphabetical, place than another. It's like they kind of put it back, but it's all shifted just a little bit. Gil, you pick up on this and you hand these specifically over to Andy. And all of these people are missing the last birth records of the last people in that family line. Going by what you're all reading, they're all between like 23 and 29 years old. They're all female.
That's wild. What do you think?
Well, it is a little concerning. I'm not sure if you've ever seen a film. I wish Brett was here. He'd probably tell us more about it. Name of Wicker Man. Where?
Oh yeah, with Count Dooku.
I actually think Andy would very much get that reference, and he would chuckle with delight. Yes, I hope there is nothing of that going on here, but this is a lot to be a coincidence.
Yeah,
and they seem to have lured our dear friend Amanda back here, and for what reason, I can only guess.
I didn't realize that she was originally from this place.
Well, after seeing it, I can understand why she did not share that information with us.
Now, she wasn't. Looking at the genealogical records, her mother's mother was,
Her grandma.
but the genealogy does continue and has her name there. But you're missing her birth certificates and her data, so you don't know where she was actually born.
Huh. That's interesting.
Up to I'm really bad. So that would be what, grandmother? You said.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at okay. So her grandmother was born in Blood Hollow, or she was born here. Her grandmother was. Her mother is in the genealogical record, and all of her records are there, and there's a copy of her birth certificate. She was born in Lexington.
Hmm.
And then Amanda's are missing completely.
So the grandmother, does it show that she was born in a hospital?
Yeah.
But the grandmother was born in Lexington.
No, grandmother was born here. Her mother was born in Lexington. Yeah.
Mother was born in Lexington.
But the grandmother was born in a hospital within Bloodworth. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if maybe there was a reason that her mother left and did not want to. I wonder if there's some sort of nefarious kind of clan warfare going on between the Hoopers and Lees or some such.
I mean, that would be my guess. Why else is one clan shrinking so much, but the other one's doing fine?
No. Again,
They're
so
both
the Hooper, they're both
stronger.
getting bigger, but all the other families that came here and founded the town with them, they're all shrinking.
Well, as the other families are branching out, and these two families are bringing people back in.
Oh dear. Well, that sounds a little odd that they would bring her back under such false pretenses.
Yeah.
You don't. If they really were just a caring family and wanted to reunite with a lost grandchild, why not be honest and say, "Hi, I am your grandmother," or your great aunt, or something similar. Not, "Hey, come take this job so that we can put a hood over your head and drag you into the woods."
Yeah.
No, that was the proper tone for this game. So we're going to switch just here as we cut off for the night with Brett and Proctor pulling up to Hooper's General Store and gas.
Ooh.
Small
get some of that.
old-timey gas station, only 2 pumps, and a broken air pump that says out of service.
Do you drive the ambulance, or are you just riding one?
I usually ride in one, usually with additional passengers throughout the night, but
Okay.
I can drive if that's what you ask.
All right. Well, how about why don't you gas it up? I'll go inside and see if I can get us a tire.
All right.
You walk through shelves and shelves of basic groceries, supplies, tobacco, alcohol, and you can't help but noticing that they also purport to have an award-winning barbecue, the Hooper family barbecue. And a little description says it's known for its sweet, somewhat coppery tinged tang. There are a bunch of teenagers hanging around at a few booths. It looks like they do like pies and malts here too. Bunch of teenagers, so there's like a group of 6 of them that are just kind of talking as you come in. They all kind of just stare at you. Not really friendly, not really unfriendly, just like you're something new as you walk into the store. What you're not seeing on any of these shelves are tires. You didn't see a garage attached to this place either, just those 2 lonely gas pumps on the outside.
Okay. Is there like an employee that I can find?
There's an elderly man just kind of sitting on a stool behind this glass counter, which oddly enough has collectible items. They've got, but not current. They're like, there's Beanie Babies and Cabbage Patch Kids, a few other things from like the 80s and 90s in the cases.
Snap bracelets.
Yeah. There you go.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. What can I do you for?
We were just wondering. It doesn't look like we got a flat tire about 10 miles back, and we're looking to. The tire's all messed up. We're just looking to see if we can get it replaced if possible. Otherwise, we're gonna need to try to we got a donut on there, but I don't think it's gonna last too long. It's half deflated anyway. Where we could do that, or
we don't sell tires here. I mean, if you just got a hole, I got some patch kits on the shelves, aisle 5 over there. You need a whole new tire?
Yeah, preferably.
All right. Well, about the only place I can think of in town is you could take the road out to the east, just right above the town dump. There's a place called Tin Man Shop. It's mechanic shop, junkyard. He might be able to sell you a good tire off one of those junkers he's got.
All right.
Can't miss it. Huge 30-foot tile statue made out of cars. It's all kind of welded together and such.
All right. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. So you got patch kits, though, you said, right? I saw
yeah. We got both bike and tire right over there.
Okay.
It's kind of close to where the teenagers are.
Sure, I'll walk over to the patch kits and
right.
Just I'll I've got my Evil Dead T-shirt on. So
okay. All right, yeah. Well, one of them, he's got a Kurosawa shirt on, black and white film thing on the outside. He's like,
nice shirt, kid.
Yeah. Hey, you holding?
I'm not, unfortunately. We were just passing through and ran into...
that's why I asked.
Yeah. No, unfortunately I'm not. No, we're just in town looking for a friend of ours. I'm working on a little documentary, doing a little filmmaking.
Oh, his eyes light up.
Yeah,
Documentary on our
yeah,
town?
yeah. I've heard interesting things about your town. Mostly
Nothing interesting
historical
about this
shit,
town.
but is there anything interesting going on nowadays?
It kind of looks, the other kids are kind of like just doing the, like trying to ignore you and him, trying to give him like the, psst, hey, stop talking. It's like, oh yeah, maybe. You sure you ain't holding? Hey, you want to be?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh man, sit down. Kind of makes
Hey,
a spot on
cool.
the chair for him.
See what you
So,
got.
what are you into? You into the naturals, man? You like the pharmaceuticals? What you into?
Do some naturals, sure.
When there's two girls at the table, one of them says, "Are you a cop? You got to tell me if you're a cop."
I assure you, I am not a cop.
She's
but
like,
I don't think your
"Whatever."
sheriff would spot one if it slapped him in the face. So
Oh, they all start laughing when you mention the sheriff.
yeah. So
One of the guys across from you is like, "So, what is it? Naturals, pharmaceuticals, injectables? What do you like?"
It's naturals.
Oh man, all right. You got you got a 50 on you?
Sure.
As Brett does a little drug deal with the local teenagers.
That's right. That's right.
As he slides over some like dried mushrooms over to you.
Does this become like a DOK stream? Isn't that the tagline, Chuck?
Start fires and what came after that?
Yeah. The shop owner comes by and like the guy kind of like puts his hands over the package. He's like, "Be cool, man." He's like, "Did you find those patches you were looking for, sir?"
Yeah,
just right behind you there.
Yep. I found them. Just talking to these young folk.
Well, they're not harassing you, are they?
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. I like the young folk. I'm a bit of a filmmaker. I always like to keep my finger on the pulse of what the kids are into these days.
Oh, all right. I guess. Look, if you wanna hit over the Tin Man shop, you need to get out there before night. He don't stay up very late. Just letting you know. It's the only place in town you're going to get yourself a new wheel.
All right, appreciate it, man.
One of the other guys says, "Hey, you looking for car parts? We can hook you up with some car parts."
Yeah. We're looking for a new tire. Lost ours over by the porn store.
Are they all just kind of like, "What's that?"
The store about 10 miles out of town. Used to be like there's a strip club and some other stuff.
No, we never leave town.
Oh,
they all just take that as like, yeah, we never leave town.
Yeah, I get that. You should try. It's a whole lot of things out there.
Hey, if you got the cash, we can hook you up with some time. We can hook you up with a whole new car if you want a new car.
Yeah. How much are you talking?
Well, depends on the car, right?
Yeah.
Hey, here. One of the girls draws like a really primitive map on a napkin, slides it over. Just come on to this garage after nighttime.
All right. It's not my car, so I can't, necessarily speak for it. But yeah, I'll let my friends know I'm here with my film crew.
Oh yeah. Bring cash. They all get up.
We will.
The guy like takes his hands off, leaves a little package of psychedelic, you assume, mushrooms on the table.
All right,
and,
cool.
And leaves.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it there for the night. A little interlude with the town, I don't know, bad element perhaps. All right, so slow burn start, but there we go. We got an odd little town. All of you think there just should be full of cultists or something. I don't know why. I don't know why.
No, there's no cult here. Just a bunch of suspicious dudes with lots of cars and missing people and
nice
funky reference.
Jeff, what do you got going on this coming week?
Yeah, tomorrow we're back to Holler for Savage Worlds. You can see some of the folks, Chuck and Bert and that. And Tuesday we got Forbidden Lands. Steven's running that for us. Friday we're doing some Blade Runner. Saturday we're back to One Ring. And yeah, that's what we got.
Nice. Chuck, what do the defenders have going on?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, on Wednesday, we've got our All Fear the Ishtar campaign. John and Bert and Jeff are in that. We're going to be wrapping chapter 3. Fridays, we got our Umerica campaign. Jake and John are in that. And then we got some stuff over in Grim and Perilous Studios. This coming Saturday, we'll be back for Through the Hedgerows, our Tales from the Loop campaign.
Nice. John.
Yeah. So on the Defenders of Cobalt YouTube channel, we have every Tuesday and Thursday new episodes of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition Adventure Path. We're doing the Age of Ashes Adventure Path. And oops, they are all goblins. And boy, yeah. Yep. We recorded some more sessions, and let's just say somebody was running around the map all willy-nilly while everyone else was doing something else. And I'm talking to them, and I just see a token just whizzing around the map.
Quick, everywhere. Jeff, guess who it is?
Oh.
It's gotta be that Steven character.
Yeah, I know.
He's gotta be him.
Correct.
So shady.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Jake, you got anything?
No.
No more flashbacks to that store, man. Your stomach can't handle it. Okay, well, check out Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. All of our podcasts for the last 14 years are on there, as well as all of our social media links to where we have our videos on YouTube, on Twitch, our Discord channel, all kinds of good things there. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This will play out over the next couple of episodes. We'll see who we can get back. But thanks everybody for helping me play test this thing. For those of you that might have backed this game out there, things are coming together very quickly. I've got some questions for Mr. Eric Bloat himself. But it shouldn't be much longer for all of you to get your hands on at least a PDF of this. We'll see how that turns out. Thanks for watching, guys.
Goodbye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.